Yo, people, what's up? This is Pop 74 on the slash, down slash. So, anyway, I'm finishing up on my time in the Navy. Okay, I got out of boot camp, you know what I mean? And then went to my duty station, which was the submarine tender. That's what I said, submarine tender. So, you was on a submarine? I said, no, I wasn't on a submarine. I was on a submarine tender. And submarine tender is a big ship, you know what I mean, 500 and about 600 feet long, you know what I mean? And it's the ship that service give the supplies, the supply ship, and it supplies the submarine. We was stationed in Charleston, South Carolina, and Goose Bay, you know what I mean, down there. Charleston, South Carolina, about 20 miles out from Charleston. My ship was, and where our ship was, then submarines would come and dock next to us, and we would give them supplies. I mean, whenever they come, people in the kitchen, in the supply department, you know what I mean, would have to put these conveyors, rollers up where you just roll all the goods down to on the net and lower down for the submarine. We lowered food, all kinds of supplies, and even the submarine they carried uh, 8 Polaris missiles. You know what I mean? And shit, a Polaris missile. I mean, damn missile. The the damn trying to see, give you an idea about how big the fucking whole hole is. Like about in a normal street, the diameter, circular diameter of a street. That's where about big one of them Polaris missiles was. You know what I mean? 5, 10 feet. Circular. You know what I mean? And they would lift the Polaris missile up and lower it down inside the subs. You know what I mean? That was other folks' job. That might have been my job because when I got out of boot camp, uh, I was scheduled to be a machinist ordnance mate, and machinist ordnance mate ordnance is explosives. You know what I mean? So I would learn how to do handle explosive materials. You know what I mean? But when you first get on the ship, though, everybody, you know what I mean? Now, unless they need your particular in a certain department, then you go right to your set department. But if not, you go to uh, the cafeteria and you gotta, either peel potatoes, cut fruit. They put you in some area, cook and bake in, or you have to be in the where you wash the dishes at the scullery. They call it. It was 1,500 people on the ship, and when the ship would go out to sea, if you're working in the scullery, I mean breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then a night snack, a brunch. They will have you had to wash them fucking uh, metal pans, trays. They had some metal trays and a conveyor that they had dumped the food there, and they put the trays inside there to go in the conveyor. Man, you be in there washing, grabbing them, cleaning them, washing them, and stacking them. Man, that was a hell of a damn job. I got stuck in the damn scullery, washing them damn dishes and silverware and shit. Man, that was a badass, nasty job. You know what I mean? Then after you spend 2 or 3 months there, then you would get shipped to the deck force. If you haven't went to your assigned position. You know what I mean? And how you get to your assigned position if it's not just an opening. You gotta take a test again. There you go with the motherfucking test again. But so shit, I was taking tests for my ordnance mate thing. And shit, may probably gonna be a long time for I to pass these motherfucking tests because then the test had to be shipped off. They tested, then they ship it back. If you get it right or wrong, you gotta build another test. Man, going through this bullshit. And so I got put on the deck force. And the deck force is what it say. You mop the deck of the whole damn ship. You know what I mean? You and a whole crew though. But shit is your ass out there mopping that damn floor. You know what I mean? You gotta keep the ship clean. You know what I mean? You're janitor of the damn ship. And then one of the bad things about it, you have to sometimes you have to hang over the side because they go through from one end of the ship to the other end of the ship, back from the other end of the ship to the back to the other ship. Chip and paint where any rust at, you got to chip that out and put some Rust-Oleum shit and paint it. And so you have to hang down, put a life jacket on, and they lower you down, and you hanging on a ship painting this motherfucker. Man, that's a hell of a damn jacket. Down in South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina, it's hot as a hell. Hot in the damn wintertime. And so, man, then that was one job you would have to do. And then do it the deck, like it's metal. The whole thing is metal. So they had some stuff like gravel, sand shit that they would paint on the floor so it wouldn't slip, right? And so then at times you had to dig that up. They had this thing called a deck crawler, like a thing had teeth on it, like this here, a machine. It was like a circular saw, but it had grinders on it. And here you is out here in this hot Charleston, South Carolina sun on a metal ass deck, grinding this stuff off so you can put some more of this shit on, some newer shit. Man, I said, shit, this shit ain't gonna work. If I'm gonna spend my damn years doing this shit and taking tests to try to get to another position, shit, I'll be here for the rest of my fucking life. Fuck this shit, man. It's too fucking hard. You got time off the ship, every evening you'll be able to go out on the go on shore. You know what I mean? If you didn't have watch night, because if whatever platoon department you was in, somebody had to stay and watch 2 or 3, 4 uh, people you rotate watch. So the time you wasn't on watch, you could go out. And so uh, on this ship thing, I said shit. So when you would have to leave to go off the ship, you had to get inspected. You had to go up there and the who's ever was the captain of the watch, letting you off and on the ship, had to inspect you, see if your shoes shine, your ties tight, everything. You know what I mean? Salute right, and if your haircut is right, right. And so that was my damn out right there, the haircut. You know what I mean? Because that was during the time when African Americans was wearing afros. You know what I mean? We didn't just wear no clean old bald headed haircut. Now she was in the service, you wear bald headed like that. Now if I had my hair like this here and I'm going off the ship, it wouldn't be no problem. You know what I mean? Because they could see that as clean cut, so I could leave. The brothers who would leave off the ship who done grow them a little afro so they could be able to socialize out on the street. They couldn't get off the ship. They could get off the ship, but the captain of the deck would say, your hair is too long. You can't leave. And if they gonna stop you for your hair, they gonna send you right there to get it cut right. So shit, a lot of them they wouldn't leave off the ship because depending on who was on the ship, they'd stop you and say you need a haircut. So the brothers couldn't put their navy cap on without their hair coming out their head off the side. It had to be 2 inches above your ear, and so me being me, I had learned at home how to cut hair some. You know what I mean? Because I would cut my own hair, get my own self a line, trim it down and shit. You know what I mean? And so when guys needed to go off on liberty, I would be in the bathroom, me and this other guy, cutting hair, trimming their hair up above 2 inches of above. We would trim it up like that close, just like a real haircut. But then on top, we would just leave it for their fro and around. So when they go off, it's low, but the hair is up under their cap. And then so we was able to cut the brothers' hair so they could be able to leave off on just liberty, right? And so shit, I got an idea. I said shit, you know what I mean? Now it was a barber shop on the ship, but then it was all white barbers there. You know what I mean? The white guys they would damn near just cut your hair ball off. They don't try to cut no black hair. They cutting it military style. You know what I mean? So shit, they wasn't trying to give you no fucking respect. So I seen that. So I got with the other guy who was cutting hair. I said, man, we need to get us a petition and a petition to say we need a black barber in the barber shop down here. You know what I mean? And so he said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, Mo. And so I said, well, come on. So we wrote up a petition and got every black person on the ship to sign it. That damn near everybody signed it. And so after we got it signed, and then we asked for a request to speak to the XO, the executive officer of the ship, not the captain, it's the XO. And so we had an audience with the XO and gave him our petition, told him our situation and case. And then he say, well, it's a good petition. I see y'all got quite a few of the people here on the ship requesting for that to be, you know what I mean? And since we don't have a black barber on the ship, he said, now we didn't know whether this would go through or not because this was back in the '60s when black folks had to protest and write petitions and come together to get something for our convenience. You know what I mean? I'm in the military. We sent in a petition. And so he said, well, one of y'all just want to be the barber? And I said, damn, about to be the barber. One of us. So the dude that came with me, he was into some machinist mate. And he was already into his uh, group and doing machinist mate. I'm on the deck for slaving and mopping the floor and shit. And so he said, well, I'm not going to take it because I'm want to stay in my department. So that left me. And so he said, well, I guess you going to be our new barber down there. And I said, shit, so yes, sir. I'll talk myself out of being on the deck for a skip. the department I was supposed to be in, and here I go as a barber. Went down there to the barber shop, man. You talk about a nigga smiling and looking good. Had went from coverall, a blue jean shirt to a white jacket. Had my barber jacket on and shit, you know what I mean, comb and everything. And could cut hair, but couldn't, I cut black folks hair, how we was doing it. And I didn't know how to cut white folks hair though. You know what I mean? And it was white folks that would come. Man, so I'm trying to see how they cut white folks hair. You cut white folks hair up. You know what I mean? You don't come down on white folks hair. If you come down, you're gonna make a gash. You know what I mean? If you come up on it, you could go all around and then fall back, back down. I learned this like a taper. And because I didn't go to barber school, shit, I just homeschool. Myself and taught myself up in the Navy to be in the barbershop. And so I did gap one white dude's head. That's why I learned you don't come down on the head. But I tapered it up. And so uh, after I was in there while I had the black guys coming up, hooking them up and shit, you know what I mean? And I was in the barber shop. I was, accepted respectfully. Wasn't no real racist motherfuckers there, which I wasn't gonna allow no shit to be coming on me. Even back then, I check a motherfucker. You know what I mean? No, you gonna respect me, I'm gonna respect you. But I be damn if you gonna disrespect me. You know what I mean? And definitely ain't happening. And so I became the barber there, man. And that was a beautiful time. You know what I mean? And it was a list that we would put on the door. You know what I mean? Every morning. And first you had chair number 1, 2, 3, 4, and so whichever chair they put their name by, that's who would cut their hair at that time. And so I was in chair number 4. First, mine didn't have number, but there's black folks guys on it that they knew I was there. And so then after I, started hooking up, learning how to cut white folks' hair, shit, my list will be up there with how white guys requesting to be on my list for me to cut their damn hair. I said, shit, look at me. I'm cutting my hair like a motherfucker. And when you would be on duty, because every night one barber had to be on duty. It was 4 of us, so it was a rotation. And when you was on duty night, you would be in the shop. But then on that duty night, you have to go up and cut the XO's hair. I went up and cut the fucking XO's hair of the ship. And the captain had his own barber shop. One of them cut, cut his hair. But then when you was on duty, you would have to go up and cut the XO's hair. I went up there and cut the XO's hair and shit. You know what I mean? That kept me. I said, damn, Mo, you talk yourself up into some shit here. Yeah, but that was a beautiful time. And the next one, I'm going to tell you about some of my experiences in the Navy off of the ship. You know what I mean? That was some time learning how to be down south in Charleston, South Carolina in '68. It was still shit, just 4 years from us being black folks being able to vote. Shit, they probably had just took down the black sign. You can't drink in this faucet and shit. Man, it was tough down there. And being from up north, shit, I had to deal with that. Tell you about it. Charleston, South Carolina. Okay, people, you first frequency, firstborn people with the first thought idea. The Asiatic black man, maker, owner, cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. That's you. One.